I would be in trouble if I did that.
And-
I'd have to sit farther away from Councillor Robinson.
It was just up there a minute ago, and they fixed it in the meantime.
I only see 15.
Clerk has very quickly fixed it.
Before you saw it.
All right.
And that's okay for the bills as well? Do you think that's sufficient
Staff
time?
have said they can do all this
Okay.
by the November
fabulous.
date.
Super staff, great.
All right. Other questions of the mover? Otherwise, other speakers? And if there are,
speak on it.
yes, Councillor Robinson.
Very briefly. Firstly, I want to thank staff for all their work on this. They've done a great job in moving this forward. As we all know, we were given permission to do this in 2006, so we need to really stay on top of this issue and drive it forward. Thank you to Councillor Shiner for amending his motion. I really appreciate his flexibility. And I just want to say quickly a shout out to Councillor Milchin. He and I worked on this project, getting it off the ground last term. And this is really about taking control of the shape of our city and its neighborhoods, our neighborhoods that we represent. So I want to make sure that we don't lose track of what we're doing here. This has been approved by council. We're just looking at implementation now. And this is really our opportunity to show the province that we can set up and run with this type of body. It's a first step towards real planning reform, and we have to demonstrate that we can do this kind of thing and do it well. So I, like Councillor Shiner, am a bit concerned about the costs associated with this, but that is built into Councillor Shiner's motion to address. And I do think the mediation would be welcomed by ratepayers associations and residents associations and individual constituents and homeowners and et cetera. So I just want to look over to city staff and say that we didn't build this into the motion, but we do have their assurances that you will continue to draft the lab's rules of procedures and related policies. So my understanding is that staff are comfortable. I'm getting a head nod that they'll continue that parallel exercise so we don't actually lose a lot of time on this initiative. So again, thank you, and I hope you'll support the motion.
Deputy Mayor Menon Wong to speak.
Mr. Chairman, I like Councillor Shiner's motion. I'm happy to vote for that. I'm not going to vote for the report. What I see behind this is the reason why they want this local appeal body is people are dissatisfied with the outcome of the Ontario Municipal Board, all the outcomes that affect appeals, and they'd like that to change. They'd like, you know, to have decisions that are more reflective of the community. I fundamentally, if I look into my crystal ball, don't believe that's going to change. Fundamentally, I believe there's going to be we're going to select a group of people to select another group of people to make decisions based on appeals, and I think that when the rubber hits the road, many of those decisions are going to be the same.